Jesus is throughout the Old Testament ready to be discovered, and he seems to talk about it like it's something that you should be noticing as you read through the Bible. Let me explain to you what we're doing. We're about to start a new series, something I'm very excited about doing, even though I'm not entirely sure how it's going to play out as we kind of unpack it and go through it. The series is going to be on the topic of how to find Jesus in the Old Testament. That's like the easy to grasp title. A more fancy title would be The Theology of Typology. And what we're going to do is we're going to tackle this issue of Jesus in the Old Testament. That is God purposefully and deliberately placing content in the Old Testament that was meant to be clear and even sometimes unclear pictures of Jesus, analogies of Jesus, appearances, theophanies, that sort of thing. All of the above, teaching that's related to him in some way, that this is throughout the Old Testament. And I think this is a very exciting thing to study. I think there's something about it that just ministers to our spirit. Like when you're getting to Jesus in the Old Testament, there's something very exciting about it. It's also, I think, neglected. I think that we tend to not do this very much. And when you think about it, you're like, yeah, I'll study a whole book of the Old Testament and not necessarily be thinking that much about this issue. Or maybe not be equipped with the ability to think very well about the issue. Like, I don't know, how am I supposed to do this? How do I know I'm not just making stuff up? I'm not just like finding Jesus, right? The way I, discover like an imaginary friend. Like, how do I know I'm not doing that? And so I want to talk about that as well. Because this is also, not only is it exciting and neglected, it's also a little dangerous. Because in a sense, we're almost telling people, I don't think I'm going to do this, but we're almost telling people read between the lines. And I've heard people say some interesting things. And sometimes I heard one person put it this way, sometimes you're thinking, when they go to the Old Testament, they find some passage where it's referencing Jesus, at least in their opinion, and you think to yourself, is my pastor on to something? Or is my pastor on something? because I'm like going, I don't know about that, buddy.
Jesus is God, ladies and gentlemen. Jesus is God. Jesus is God. He is the Almighty God, the Most High God, one in essence with the Father and the Spirit.
Build a God, build a God. Bible, my friend. Oh, bound in leather, put together. Do you know how the story ends? Do you know the Most High? Oh, do you know of His Son? Oh, do you know your Creator? Oh, it's not 3 in 1. Hypostatic union, no. What are you really doing? Oh, communicatio ideo metum. I can see you have a problem. Piecing riddles in the dark, hints and shadows, building sparks. Oh,
He made himself out to be the Son of God.
Twisting words to fit your throne, but the truth stands all alone.
And it's not just John, by the way.
Are you crafting dreams. Oh, staring at the sacred seams. Build a god. Build a god. Whoa, build a god. Build a god. Build a god. Whoa, no, build a god. Build a god. Why build a god? Are you out of your mind?
You'll hear some hymns that the gospel of Mark is the earliest gospel. I'm fine with that. For argument's sake.
Stop the game, lay down the tools. No more riddles, no more fools. Oh, the one true light cuts through the haze. Whoa, and this built shatter the maze. Build a god! Build a god! Whoa! Build a god! God! No! 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 Build a god! Why build a god? Are you out of your mind? Build a god.
Hebrews 1, 8-12.
But of the Son he says, your throne, O God, is forever and ever.
Build a